Hey folks, it's Roland from the Shidaa Foundation. Today is November 28 at 12 noon and we are setting off to Axim, a rural community here in Ghana. We are going just for the purpose of trying to identify schools in very remote areas and meet with the stakeholders, let them know that we'll be coming back with school supplies. We want to take stock. We want to also make sure that the communities that we're going into do donations to are communities that are very remote and that they really need the supplies that we're going to be giving out to them. So it's going to be a 6-hour journey. We're going to go with our car. We have all the team in and it's going to be about 6 hours and 20 minutes straight from here. And Axim is located in the western part of Ghana and we are here in Accra right now, ready to set off. I know we're going to be going through Accra and we'll just take it nice and easy as we go. So stay tuned here. Alright folks, so we are here in Axim and Axim is also in the central region and we still got a couple of hours. We got about 4 hours to make it to Axim. So we're just stopping over to get something to eat. As you can see, there are lots of hawkers out on the streets today. So we're going to be stopping out here. We still got a couple of guys that we're out here with. So we're just going to grab a bite and then we're going to continue 4 hours. Alright. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So that is some real fried octopus. So we're heading towards Axim and it is about a quarter or 10 minutes to 9 p.m. and this is how dark it gets. I'm just going to turn off my headlights briefly and that is how the people in some parts of the community live. So my lights are going to go off in 3, 2, 1, down. So here we are at El Quaba Hotel in the Axim area and this is where Ernest brought us to be able to pass the night for today, and come tomorrow morning Ernest is going to come meet us and take us right to the school that we want to go see. We're going to take a break now and we're going to look around and check into our hotel. It's called El Quaba. I'm yet to find out what it means and I'll tell you guys what it means. I believe there are two names that were put together because of the township that this is, and in Ghana when we say Akwaba it means welcome, so I guess they took the town's name and they took Aquaba and they tried to fuse them together to get that unique name El Quaba. So yeah, here we are in Axim. I'm so happy to be here with all these ambassadors, right? Isa is here, Sea Levels here to help with all that we are here to achieve, and this is for the Shidaa Foundation. We are repping. Love it. It's a nice room, great room. And so yeah, this is where I'm going to be passing the night, and the other volunteers are going to be in their various rooms. We're going to be passing the night here, and in the morning we'll go about our regular mission. And this is where we end it for the night. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll continue tomorrow. So it's Tuesday morning, November 29. We're up and about. The crew is all packed and ready. And we have Ernest. Ernest is with us. Ernest, do you want to join me? Yeah, so Ernest is our local guide here in the Axim area. It's Axim, right?
This is a Isiama.
Isiama. Okay,
so this is where you pick me.
Okay, so yeah, this is a Isiama. It's about, I would say probably about another 5 kilometers from Axim.
Sure.
And so this is a Isiama. Ernest is our local guide, and he's going to take us to meet the headmaster and the chiefs of, is it a Isiama?
The chief of Apatem.
Okay.
Over the school.
Okay. So yeah. So pardon me, I'm just trying to get my bearings right. I am from Ghana, but areas like this I'm not too familiar. That is why we have our local guy Ernest. So we're going to go to a place called Apatem. And Apatem in Tree means it's just like summer hat, right? Something like that. So yeah, so that is the name of the community. We are going to see the headmaster, the students, take a look at the school. We'll show you guys around and why we're going to give them that donation. So yeah, we're going to jump into the car and head over to Apatem. So we stopped by on a river in the town towards Axim, and it's called the Ankobra River, and that is the ocean on one side, the Atlantic Ocean to my right, and the river to my left. But because of all the mining activities that are going on here, the water, as you can see now, is turned milky, and it used to be very clear, but now the people of Axim and Ankobra are mainly farmers and fishermen. But now this is the condition of the water, and this water gradually joins the ocean. So as you can see, the ocean is also getting polluted by the activities of illegal mining or small-scale miners called Galamsey here in Ghana. So this is the community in which we are stopping to do as much donations as we can here. So stay tuned in. So here we are at Edukrom, and Edukrom, according to Ernest and Solomon, Solomon is the president of the Youth Alliance here within the Axim area. Is that correct? Yes. Within the Axim area, and we identified a school here. There are two towns. One is called Edukrom, and the other one is called
Apatem.
Apatem. So Apatem is the one. Apatem is the other one, and as you can see, there's a kid going to one of the schools at Apatem, and it's one of the schools that we're going to be taking. How are you? What's your name? Charles. Nice to meet you, Charles. Are you late for school? Okay, so I don't want to keep you. You can keep going, okay? Have a great day. So as you can see, there is one of the kids. It's probably about, he's late for school. It's 12 minutes past 10 on a Tuesday morning, and he's late for school already. So, and he has to walk several minutes to get to school. Right, so this is Edukrom, and we have to make it all the way to Apatem. So this is one local community that, as you can see, this is how they live in here. And yesterday we saw, driving through it, how pitch black it was, and we are glad to be here. We are privileged to be part of this, to meet with them, so we can, at least in a small way, meet and donate some school supplies to the students. So yeah.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming.
Okay, so we're just going to drive up to the next village. Welcome to Apatem. Apatem is where the school is situated. The school is there, but we are in the compound and the area of the chief of Apatem. So we want to come and pay homage to the chief and inform the chief about our intent of being here today. So the chief, I understand his house is around the corner, and we will be walking to see the chief right now, and then we would have some delegations with him and let him understand what we're going to be doing here. Hello.
Mama Kwaba. Baby sa akwanso. I had it boko no pay your hand and mother to you.
Yes, I'm back. And I paid yes, you're the boko. And I paid yes, you're the boko. You're Baha, and the Asapana. You're probably at the Wasi, I'm a trying of Axim. Now, I was saying about Apatem. And you're more, you have to have a pass here, no quality. And now I say, you're poor, but for nice. To say, you're by ya, I have the down day, you're putting for your more other kind of say, and the community, and then, and then, putting for now I say no more. And some I say, you'll be at me, I am only or who we are. And I will by ya, I have a call. No, we are the Papa.
Yeah, bye. You don't want to say, Monia, Butaya, Modia, Bishia, and there. You're from me, Roland. And conform on number. You're not a tomorrow. And you are a friend of Shidaa Foundation. Shidaa Foundation. Into Shidaa Foundation, no, so I can see it. Oh, Canada, ma'am. Canada, yes. Into Honel. I'm a Ghana. Into your woman, but into Canada. And I into the foundation, the NSA, you share school, or more important. The beer,
yeah, I walk power.
Yeah, rural areas, no. Not just say it's me a bomb because Sabi, a more cocaine and Bobby Bray or Homo. And Yendia no more you who say so more dear Omo Bia, it's me a doctor frame, it's me a lawyer frame, it's me a BBA frame. but say omo ntimi nya de omo de be fiti ase entema eya na ehadwe ntia na ya say yeso ade esi yakoma so no say ye behwehwe omo na ya boa na dachi omo ye doctor na omo ye lawyer na omo ye omo be kai omo krom omo free no na omo so omo beboa omo krom. So what we're talking about here is we've met with the chiefs and elders of Apatem, and we're talking about the fact that the Shidaa Foundation is an organization that is geared towards the advancement of education, and why we have decided to go to the rural areas and help the little ones, our brothers and sisters, to have the same opportunities that we've had over the years. And we believe that by giving them the same foundation, they should be able to come back, grow successfully, be well educated enough to make it through the educational system and come back to their local communities and help them. Until ye buy and that the mama sutre say na ye this time they schools back before schools na ye back one night ye hunu mienu and I have hunu miensa we until ye hunu Solomon until ye hunu Solone alert and the home Soloni Ernest never share and dry bedroom home hash. Ernest never share if you cry by it. Ernest never share. But me to me and check me cough one arm in your own man. Just say, where you see? Yeah. And I wear Dinah. And I wear Michael. And I the old chap if your friend is Simon. And I Benjamin, yes, and a Benjamin. Into any old nanny. Into ye share Ernest, and ye know mudding one or Mokacha and so or more so or more or more in Kuno. Into ye per se, Mark could say, ye share schools for 9 years, ye tobacco, lazy school diamond. And yes, I Yehu school from class 1 so I in class 6. Now my bags. Na bag no your pencil, nyama mo besu the pencil, pens, erasers, nyama yes, books. So ebetimi aboa omo ne omo this one kakra. Enti ye buy this time no ye hwehwehwe schools no. Enti ye schools na ye the information in na akose say ye who schools are 9 na ehwe no na school number 1 no ye mfa say school for do more school no emunye nti ye behwehwa area na ya hwe de omu hia school no na yesi school no ba say be si school na nka ade ba kwa ye besra ne say ahemfo no ombe maye asase na yesi school na ebuso ama o ma nti ye ba ya ye kwa ne bone. Nti once I school na ewie no nyama na de e go so ever nti e bedru a na e poso nti bedru a na ya san aba na ya bechiche nyama no. So what I've also said to the chiefs and people here is the fact that we are trying to identify 4 schools on this Operation Ghana Backpack 2022 to identify 4 schools, and this is the 3rd school that we have identified by the help of Stephen, Ernest, and Solomon. So Ernest and Solomon, they are youth leaders. Solomon is the president of the Axim area, and they've done several stuff for their communities. They've been helping a lot, and we are very fortunate to be introduced to them, and he's brought us all the way because they identified schools, and the school that they chose is the Apatem area. So the Apatem area, we are now meeting with all the stakeholders, as you can see, and we are explaining to them why we are here and to try and identify schools. So upon the next trip that we're going to come here, we've explained to them that if we identify their school as the school that the community that we have to build a school, the chiefs and the elders would have to provide us with a piece of land where we can put the school. So that is what I just said, a summary of it.
Chairman, Sena Nana interesting. Yendi Kanda Masi. Nanasi Oda Masi. One sema Mori Agotu me. Sema Ojuma Adibati. Axim. Chairman, I don't know you want to soon. You're down. Nah, you're in the side. No, you're best. If we have your school or not, your country school, may I have a old school on. Asema, Nanasi.
So we are on our way now to see the school, how many people are in the school and what we can do to help them. And the school is down that way, so that's where we are headed. Hello everyone. This one, hello. Hi. How are you?
We are all fine. And how are you today?
I am doing very well, thank you. Florida? Class 1? Alright. So we are here at the Apatem Class 1 and the teacher here is Florida, and you can see the warm reception that these wonderful kids gave us. They all have very bright futures. We want to brighten that future that they have even more. So by helping them with school supplies, I think it's going to go a long way to help develop their themselves and make them better leaders in the future. So this is class 1. How many students do you have here? How many pupils? 32. So in this class, she's responsible for 32 pupils in this school. You know, in some of the communities that we come from, the student to teacher ratio is 1 to 15, but here it's 1 to 32. And that is the highest you have. So 32 in class 1. And is this the same thing for all the other classes? No. They all vary. All right. So we're going to go over to the next class and see class 2 and see how they are also doing. Okay, very nice to see you all. Okay, have a good day. Emmanuel Kofi, you like school? He's regular. Yeah. Okay. He's one of the regulars in school. Alright, nice to meet you. Alright. Okay. So we are concluding our trip here to Apatem, and we have taken a look around. We have looked at the community. We met with the chief and his stakeholders. We met with the headmaster as well of Apatem, and we also had the opportunity to speak with some of the teachers here. And even though the main purpose of our visit today was to donate the school supplies and the backpacks here, but after talking to some of the teachers and some of the and to the headmaster especially, he made additional requests. Now we're going to take into consideration these requests that he has made and some of the teachers also made. We are going to take into consideration each and every one of these and see how best we can support them. So part of the request that was also made in regards of the ICT lab was to have internet connectivity. And I know there are many cell phone providers here or telecom providers here. So we are going to see who is going to be the best partner who can partner up with us to be able to provide connectivity at the ICT center. And that is something that we're also going to look in. This was not part of our purpose, but eventually we're going to do it. Also, by talking to some of the school teachers there, they made it very clear to us that there are some students who are handicapped, and if we're able to also supply them with a wheelchair, that's going to aid the student to be able to commute to school, because that is one of the big challenges. So by coming to this community, not only did we come here to come and supply to provide school supplies, we also identified different challenges that the students are going through. And we're also going to make sure that we take into consideration, once we get back to headquarters, we're going to make sure we can take into consideration all the needs and the requests that were brought. Those that we are able to fulfill, we'll try and see if we can fulfill them. And if there are other partners that we can reach out to, and I believe that all the partners, there are great partners out there. If we can reach out to you and you can support the Shidaa Foundation in partnership to provide all the requests that this school here in the western part of Ghana, which is in Apatem, that we can be able to support them with, we're grateful to be able to partner with you. So by watching this video and watching the appeal that I'm making to you in particular, please come, let's work together as a partner, as a partnership, and help provide that needs for this. So on behalf of that, we are going to take our trip back to Accra, and thank you so much for watching.